Warning. This program may contain material of an explicit or graphic nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
And I'm JD, and today we're going to bring you our top 5 overrated horror movies.
This is the episode where we lose listeners.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel that my list is pretty strong, but not as much research as usual. I've been really, really busy this week, unfortunately.
And this week, or last week, you were sick. This week, I'm sick. So
yeah.
If there's an energy dip, it's not a permanent thing. You know, when I was doing research, though, for the top 5 overrated movies, like I looked at other people's list to see what was going on out there, and it turns out that, like, people always say that The Exorcist is the #1 overrated horror movie.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, and every time I would just look, I would pull up a list and I'd scroll to the bottom to see what the #1 was, and if it said The Exorcist, I wouldn't read the rest of the list.
Yeah, well, we'll get to our top 5 overrated horror movies, but we got a new segment this week, too.
That's right. We have a little thing that we're calling Binge and Purge, something I thought about because I've been laid up for the last few months. I'm binge watching a lot of series, so we're going to each binge watch a series and then get back at you with a review of the overall kit and caboodle.
The entire story arc, but no spoilers or anything,
Yeah.
but just a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah.
Give it a rating.
I got a fucking doozy for you guys today, in like a positive way, too.
Yeah, and we got some horror news. Before we get to horror news, Tom, what's that story you were telling me about? And I said that should be a rating system.
Yeah. So I was at Five Guys burger place today in Arroyo Grande, and at the other table over, there was this group of Mormon missionaries, you know, all in their slacks and their buttoned-up shirts with their name badges on it and their Book of Mormon. But they're all talking like a bunch of bros. And, like, I don't remember the actual name that the guy said, but he was like, dude, Elder Bob is freaking swole. And, like, kind of started to think, like, are there buff Mormons out there? Like, what if some, like, dude knocked on your door and you opened it and he was, like, this fucking jacked up dude with no neck and he's like, have you heard the good news? And then I decided that I should start a grindcore band and call it Buff Mormon.
Buff Mormon.
Yeah.
So Buff Mormons, that's the rating system?
Yeah.
Or Swole Elder Bobs?
I like Buff Mormons because then we can use a picture of Buff Bagwell in a Mormon shirt.
Biff Bagwell, Buff Mormon. It's just a good combination.
Yeah, Buff Mormons.
I'll go there.
Yeah.
I'll go there with the art. But before we get to that, we've got a little bit of horror news for you. Horror news.
The Steel City Underground Film Festival is a 2-day international horror film festival set to take place in Linz, Austria on September 21st and 22nd, organized by James Quinn, director of Flesh of the Void. Until this Friday, as of this recording, they are accepting submissions from independent filmmakers, and one lucky winner will have a 16mm print of their film made and screened at the festival alongside 16mm prints of Nosferatu, Un Chien Andalou, A Trip to the Moon, and Todd Browning's Freaks. Also, opening the festival will be a never-before-seen full cut of The Ring movie, the movie within the movie in The Ring, done in 16mm.
Like the thing that's on the TV?
Yeah, the video that they've never released an entire cut of what that video is. People have only seen it in bits and pieces. So, but
speaking of overrated,
I like The Ring, but it's cool that they're going to be showing, you know, like Nosferatu, Un Chien Andalou, Todd Browning's Freaks. Like, I don't think anyone alive has ever seen 16 millimeter versions of this in a theater at this point.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
So, I know most of our listeners are American, but I know that we also have some international listeners. So if you happen to be in Austria this September, it's worth checking out. And for more information...
Get to the theater! Do it now!
For more information, check out James Quinn's website at www.sodomchimera.com/SCUFF. sodomchimera.com/scuff. And if you're a filmmaker, send it to him.
Sounds pretty cool. So, Christina Ricci has said she's up for another Addams Family movie. When asked about reprising the role of Wednesday or returning to any new Addams Family films as the new Morticia, an idea suggested often by fans online, Ricci enthusiastically responded, "I would totally get back in bed with the Addams Family anytime." While nothing involving Ricci or live action has been announced, an animated version featuring the voice talents of Charlize Theron,
Taking our gerbs,
and Chloe Grace Moretz will debut in 2019. So, interesting. I think that she would be an awesome Morticia.
Yeah,
I think
for
she
sure.
could nail that.
Yeah, she can do that faraway look that
Yeah.
Morticia always has.
Yeah.
Some fan did this like grown up Wednesday Addams video, but it was all like it was political. It wasn't like Addams Family actual humor. It was just like Wednesday Addams like telling off sexists and things like that. And I don't think Wednesday Addams really works as an adult. So
I think
she's a perpetual child.
Yeah, I think it'd be better if she was a child. So
yeah,
there's good child actors out there though,
for sure. So it was mentioned sometime last year that a television adaptation of Clive Barker's Nightbreed is being formulated, and it looks like it's now going to become a reality. Sci-Fi and Morgan Creek Entertainment have teamed up to produce the show with Josh Stolberg and Clive Barker himself as showrunners. The official synopsis...
Clive Barker himself?
As showrunner, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's on Sci-Fi.
No, hold on until we do our last segment. Before I watched the show that I'm about to review, I would have said the exact same thing.
Okay.
But spoilers ahead.
All right.
So the official synopsis is that Nightbreed explores race relations in America, only the races are humans and monsters. It follows a group of underground half-human, half-monsters seeking to find a new refuge and home after their original hiding place is destroyed. Leading these efforts is a recently turned reluctant hero who is not only adjusting to his supernatural status, but is also dealing with the grief and mystery surrounding the death of his fiancée. Will this group band together despite being hunted and persecuted by humans who find their otherness frightening? Clive Barker released the following statement. This story has been near and dear to my heart for many years. I am beyond thrilled that Sci-Fi and UCP are taking up this journey with us, and I cannot wait to see it brought to life on the screen. The show is currently in pre-production with no set release date.
I love Clive Barker. I've been listening to a bunch of old school Love Lines from like 1996, and he's my favorite guest ever on Love Line.
He was on Love Line?
He's so funny.
Yeah, he is.
He's such a funny guy.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't think like hearing him just talk in an interview that he creates that sick shit. Yeah.
And he's just full of joy.
Yeah.
And
dick. He loves dick.
He's full of joy and he's full of dick. You know why? Buff Mormons.
Buff Mormons. I bet that's his fantasy. Skinned Buff Mormons.
So, flayed Buff Mormons? Is that what you mean? So, have you heard about the Twitter thing, Dear David?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have read it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
So, at Moby_dickhead, Adam Ellis tweeted a series of ghostly encounters with an entity that was supposed to be sharing his apartment in 2017. The apparition, who he named David, was said to be a small boy with a massive dent in the side of his head. The story got the interest of producer of It, Dan Lin, and Mike Van Ways, the screenwriter for films The Conjuring and the upcoming Crooked Man spinoff. Everything was fine for Ellis until last summer on August 7th he began tweeting about a little boy haunting his home. Began in his dreams with a visit from David. As the nights passed, the boy seemed to have crossed over into the real world. Ellis began to document or tweet everything that went bump in the night. His most unsettling tweets captured objects moving on their own throughout his apartment and images of what he claimed was David himself. The now infamous thread gained Ellis over 1 million followers, according to Joe Blow. To this day, he still claims that story, images, and videos are all real. I've never been interested in convincing anyone that ghosts are real. I just wanted to tell my story. If it was all fiction, I probably would have updated it more than once every couple weeks. So, BuzzFeed Studios is going to be teaming up with Lynn's rebranded company Ride Back for the film, currently named the Dear David Project. The film will be a high-concept horror thriller based off of Ellis's tweets and images.
Nice. Dear David is my second favorite creepypasta that I've ever read. It was very, very well written.
Twitter's a really weird way to do it.
And it was very creatively done. And like his video, like I'm sure his video's fake, but, but his video looks good.
You know what your first favorite is?
What's that?
You haven't read it yet. It's called The Decision, Part 2. The Return of Mr. Prudent.
That's right. That's going to be my favorite. My favorite creepypasta is Ben Died. Or Ben Drowned.
I never read that one.
It's about a guy who gets a haunted Legend of Zelda Link to the... What was the game? Legend of Zelda on the 64. Majora's Mask. He gets like a copy of Majora's Mask at a garage sale that's haunted by the little boy who owned it before. And the boy communicates with him through glitches in the game, and the guy actually hacked the game.
We should just beat the game. Glitches. That will free the ghost.
No, that's how he died. That's how the guy dies. But it's a very well written, very creepy one. But Dear David is also very good.
Speaking of well written and creepy pastas, listeners, if you're a fan of creepy pastas, on our Patreon, we have creepy pastas that we narrate and produce with sound effects and stuff, and we wrote them all ourselves. We do the voices. We wrote them all ourselves. So give it a listen.
Yeah.
Just Google or look on our website postmortemshow.com for the best of Postmortem Show, the episode that includes The Decision, part 1, which should have been just a one part creepypasta, but part 2 is coming soon.
It's becoming a franchise.
It's becoming a franchise.
The third one has to be in 3D, and the fourth one has to be The Decision in space.
Oh, it has to be in space, yeah.
Cosmonaut Prudence.
Part 2 might be in space now.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it. I'm about halfway done, so I'll transition that bitch right into space.
Will it go to the ghetto before it goes to space or after?
Space ghetto.
Space ghetto.
The ghettos of Mars.
Couldn't be any worse than Ghosts of Mars.
Fucking a fat girl with a colostomy bag in the ghettos of Mars.
Done. I need some of that Martian crack.
Alright, it's your turn.
Wadjet Eye Games will be releasing a throwback to 90s adventure.
I'm dying.
JD just died. That's the end of the show, guys. JD died. Wadjet Eye Games will be releasing a throwback to 90s adventure role-playing games called Unavowed via Steam on August 8th, the anniversary of the Sharon Tate murders. Inspired by strange, occult-oriented games like I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, Gabriel Knight, and Alone in the Dark. Unavowed follows the story of the main character being possessed by a demon 1 year previous to the beginning of the game. Since that time, they have left quite a mess of bodies around New York City. Their salvation comes from the Unavowed, an ancient society dedicated to stopping evil. The graphics in this game are a total throwback to mid-90s point-and-click adventure computer games, but the gameplay is greatly expanded using modern technological advances. You have 3 playable origin stories, 2 selectable characters to play as, with a total of 4 companion characters to choose from with their own talents and abilities that can affect how the game ends. Not to mention voice action, commentary, and original music, amongst other things. A preview for the game is available on Bloody Disgusting or by searching on YouTube or Steam for Unavowed, and this game looks rad. It's a total throwback to like those LucasArts style games like Maniac Mansion and The Dig. And,
cool.
Yeah, and those are some of my favorite kind of games.
That sounds cool. Check that out. My last piece of news is about a game too.
Oh.
It's H.P. Lovecraft inspired.
Oh.
And I talked about one recently, but it's not the same one. It's a new one. It's called The Sinking City. Have you heard of this?
I have not.
It's going to be releasing March 21st, 2019. It's going to be a horror mystery adventure game available on PC, PS4, Xbox One. Taking place in the 1920s, The Sinking City is a game of adventure and investigation set in an open world inspired by the works of the famous American horror author H.P. Lovecraft. You step into the shoes of a private investigator who arrives in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts, a city suffering from unprecedented floods of supernatural origins. You must uncover the source of whatever is taking possession of the city and the minds of its inhabitants.
Cool.
So it sounds like that one game. What's that one game that's with a lot of water and stuff, and there's a couple of them? I haven't. I beat the first one. It's those crying little girls, and you got to fight those guys that look like they are in the old school underwater.
Oh, Bioshock.
Bioshock, yeah. So it sounds kind of like Bioshock, you know?
Yeah.
But more like an open world.
Nice. I will definitely check that out.
I'm not really a fan of open world games. I prefer levels and sequences like Doom.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem 3D. I prefer that kind of stuff. I really do. But or even if it's like levels, but they can respawn and more people keep coming. If you don't get out of there, that's fine with me. It's just I like a story, even if I play it over and over.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give this one a shot. Though.
I love open world games, but I can never beat them because I get so caught up in like the minutia.
You spend too many hours on it. Yeah. Then you're like not even advanced, and then you end up not even playing.
Yeah, and then like something comes up in life, and you're like, oh,
that's
fuck.
The thing. Yeah, like the levels, it's like, oh, I gotta beat the level.
Yeah, that's the only Silent Hill game that I never completed was the one where they tried to do it semi-open world.
Yeah, when it's open world, I beat some of them, but the level games are the ones I beat.
I still haven't beat Fallout 3. And I love that game, but every time I get to like
I don't like the Fallout games.
I've been a fan of it since they were just PC games. I had a friend who was on the developmental team for it, so I have a special place in my heart for it. But yeah, Fallout 3, I always get to like a certain point in the game, and I'm like, fuck, I could have made my character better. And I go all the way back to the beginning.
All right, that's it for horror news, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So. We will be back with Binge and Purge, the first Binge and Purge.
And new segment means new bumper music.
New sound effects. And we got our top 5 overrated horror movies after this. Up right now on the Postmortem Show Patreon, we have Creepy Pastas.
Hey, it's a creepy pasta. That's a spicy horror meatball. We have Postmortem Off Topic.
Off Topic! As well as Stroke Stocks. Stroke Stocks. We've been sending out stickers to all of our patrons, as well as handwritten letters of love, listener shout-outs.
And if you go check out our music section, you can hear music from Weapon A, Grave Command, Public Defecation, Old Scratch and the Necrophonic Orchestra, and Mechanical Ghost.
As well as the Best of JD Horror Deathmatch Series Volume 1 DVD video download. There will be more! We have shirts coming for our $50 patrons, as well as you patrons that are below the $50 level. We will be giving discounts on the shirts to sell on the website as well. So, more stuff coming, new off-topics, new creepypastas, a lot more on Postmortem Show Patreon.
Thank you if you're a patron, and if you're not a patron, why the fuck not?
Just give us 1 month.
1 month.
You won't be sorry.
It'll change your life.
And you get the episodes early. Forgot to say that.
Yeah.
You get the episodes early every week. We're going to do this commercial every week and kind of update it, so...
Until all of you are patrons.
Until all of you are
patrons. So if you're sick of it, do your part in making us not have this commercial anymore.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
New sound effect means new segment. And I gotta say that, like, making these little bumpers is actually, like, my favorite pieces of music that I make. Because they're just, like, 30 seconds of pure ridiculousness.
Did you sample one Hank Skinny?
No, I couldn't. The kids are in the house, so I can't, like, just queue up Regurgitated Sacrifice because they walk into the room whenever they want to.
That's you gotta put that skinny touch.
Yeah, the little
skinny touch.
But the sound effect that I found for the barfing does sound quite a bit like him. And you know, that little piece of music, like, it sounds like thrash metal. There's not a single real guitar in that track.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all synth work.
Wow. Yeah, you did a good job. So, as listeners already know, unless I forgot to insert it.
Then they have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
But if you like what you heard, go to www.mechanicalghost.com and buy my album.
All right, so since this is your idea for this segment, why don't you start us off?
All right, I got a great one for starting us off. This is an anthology horror series on the Sci-Fi Channel called Channel Zero.
I never even heard of this.
It's so good. So it's created by this guy named Nick Antosca, who's the showrunner, with production assistants from Don Mancini, who created Child's Play, Max Landis, who's the son of John Landis, and also the creator of that awesome Wrestling Isn't Wrestling video on YouTube, where it's like him telling the story of Triple H as a Shakespearean thing with all women playing the wrestlers.
I've never seen that.
Look up Wrestling Isn't Wrestling on YouTube. It's fucking brilliant. And a woman named Arkasha Stevenson, who's basically done short films, and this is her first foray into horror, and she's goddamn amazing. So the show is currently showing on Sci-Fi or streaming on multiple platforms, Google Play, Apple. I saw it on the Xbox Video Store, and you can get the whole season, each season, for $10 a pop.
Okay.
So it's an anthology series inspired by popular internet creepypastas. Each season is a self-contained story comprised of 6 45-minute episodes. Season 1 is Candle Cove. A child psychologist returns to his hometown to determine if his brother's disappearance is somehow connected to a series of similar incidents in a bizarre children's television show that aired at the same time. And the television show is like this weird, like, Sid and Marty Krofft puppet show where they're pirates. And, like, it's never on the same channel, and only kids can see it. When the kids are watching it, the parents see static on the TV.
Whoa.
And the puppet show is awesome, and the story built around it is awesome. The second season 2, is No End House. A young woman and her group of friends visit a bizarre...
You mean episode 2?
No, season 2. Each season is a self-contained story.
So you watched multiple seasons?
Yeah, I watched all 3 seasons of it.
Oh, wow.
I got hooked. Season 2 is called No End House. A young woman and her group of friends visit a bizarre house of horrors only to find themselves questioning whether it's a tourist attraction or something more sinister. Basically, they go into it and it seems like an extreme haunt, but when they come out on the other side, they're like in a parallel dimension that mirrors their lives, built on their experience and their trauma, and there are things that live there called cannibals that are like physical manifestations of whatever trauma they have. Like one girl sees her dad, the other girl sees this weird orb that's like reminiscent of her guilt. Like everyone has something different, and they come at you and like they endear themselves to you, and then when you're asleep they eat your memories. And the way they do it is they put their hands on your head and they suck the memory out, and then these black pools form, and whatever memory they suck out forms up out of the black pool, like if it was taking away the memory of
like a projector,
like your childhood dog. Like your childhood dog will form out of this black pool, but it'll be like curl up in a ball, and the cannibal will take it and fucking break it in half, like it's made out of glass and it's full of these bloody beads, and they just fucking eat the bloody beads like a junkie taking heroin. And it's really cool. It's great.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. And then season 3, which in my opinion is the pinnacle of horror television.
Pinnacle of horror television?
The pinnacle of horror television.
Channel Zero season 3?
Yeah. It's called Butcher's Block. A young woman moves to
On Sci-Fi?
On Sci-Fi.
Wow.
A young woman moves to a new city haunted by a series of disappearances, and after learning that they may be connected to a baffling rumor, works with her sister to discover what's preying on the city's residents. That does not begin to sum up what the story is. Like this girl goes to her sister is schizophrenic, and she's about the same age that her sister, like Brooke, and so she's worried that she's going to become schizophrenic. So in the meantime, she's trying to like help as many people as she can. So she becomes a social worker and goes to this like horrible ghetto. There's a park in the middle of the ghetto, and every once in a while, this staircase that goes up to a door leading to nowhere forms in the park, and people who go up it disappear. And it turns out that there's a family of like Lovecraftian, god-worshipping, cannibal vampires that live up there, and they're coming down and like feeding on people and like feeding on their madness. And Rutger Hauer plays the lead of the head of the family.
Why haven't I heard about this?
And it's so good. It's like it's so good is the only way I can describe it. Like wow. I watched all 3 seasons in 2 days because that's how much I liked it.
Wow, I'll watch the 3rd season first. Yeah.
So I won't go into too much detail other than what I've already said because I don't want to spoil anything. But I really want everyone to watch this show. It's so fucking good, and each season just gets better and better. Each season presents a tightly wound, no extra fat horror story based in reality, but quickly spiraling into the weird and macabre. Most of the stories are wound around concepts of family, guilt, and loss of identity or lingering madness, but each story is told in a unique way that's compelling from beginning to end. The first 2 seasons are focused entirely on practical effects, with any CG only being introduced in the 3rd season when they started dealing with concepts that couldn't be depicted any other way. Still, even when the CG was brought in, it was mostly high quality. Like, I used to use the cheap sci-fi channel CG as a descriptive term, but Channel Zero has made me reconsider even using that descriptor.
Oh, wow.
It's Hollywood. It's better than Hollywood level in some.
Is it practical?
All of the practical effects are excellent. The first 2 seasons is pretty much all practical effects, or like weird camera tricks, like editing tricks.
So, there's a lot of CGI in the third season?
Only at the very end, because they start dealing with like Lovecraftian gods and like
where they can't.
Yeah, like a god opens his robe and the cosmos is inside of it. You can't really do that practically very well.
Well, you should be able to.
Yeah, God damn it. There was one instance in the third season where the CG was very apparent, and I kind of cringed at it a little bit, but everything else around it was so good that I was willing to forgive it.
Yeah, I would forgive it, if it's that good. Yeah. Just the idea, too, the Lovecraftian ghetto. Lovecraftian ghetto gods is a way better rating system.
That sounds like a great hip-hop crew.
Yeah, Lovecraftian ghetto.
I'm going to produce it.
Old Dirty Biff.
So every season is solidly acted with a blend of known actors and new talent. Season 1 features veteran drama and stage actors Paul Schneider and Fiona Shaw. Season 2 features comedy actor John Carroll Lynch, who played Drew Carey's cross-dressing brother on the Drew Carey Show. But he's one of the most sympathetic monsters I've seen in a long time.
I like John Carroll Lynch a lot. He's a very good character actor.
And he was great because he was like desperate and menacing, but also you felt sorry for him because he couldn't control what he was. And then season 3, as I said, brings in Rutger Hauer as the leader of the Cannibal family in a performance that steals the whole goddamn series.
So since you... I know you got more to talk about it, but since you watched 3 separate seasons, are you going to rate each season?
Yeah, I'm going to rate each season and then do a total.
Okay. I only got 1 season and 1 show, so...
I had a little more free time than you.
Look at this place. You can tell.
Yeah, you did a lot of work here in the B ward. He's going to be remodeling the B ward, so he had to take a bunch of stuff down and move it around.
Hopefully the audio quality is better now, because I really did try to make it so it's more of a studio.
Yeah, less of a hangout down and more of a podcast studio. So every season brings in a different monster or group of monsters that are totally original. In season 1, the monsters are a group of human-sized puppets from a mysterious children's show that only certain kids can remember, along with a group of ancient creepy spirits and a little boy made entirely of teeth. In season 2, the monsters look like people conjured from the memories of their victims who feed on other memories in a very unique form of vampirism. And in season 3, the monsters are a family of immortal cannibals who serve a Lovecraftian god and are served by deformed, oversized babies and a strange creature made entirely of raw meat. Also, these trippy manifestations of the protagonist's own insanity that are equally creepy and funny at the same time. The writing for each season just gets better and better, with each season upping the ante on the next. The stories get weirder, the emotional core gets deeper, and it seems like sci-fi is letting the creators do whatever they want because shit goes off the rails in a way that I've never seen on television before. They're saying fuck in this show. There's blood. There's no nudity.
So they're saying fuck, but is it censored?
No, in the first season it is.
If you watch it like on Sci-Fi Channel, it probably is. But if you download it from
apparently they're not censoring. I looked. Apparently they're not censoring season 2, 3, or any future seasons on Sci-Fi because it's not technically a like network television station. So they found a loophole around the FCC rule.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the Lovecraftian tentacle dicks are going to be...
Eventually it's going to get there. There are some flaws with each season. Nothing is perfect. Most of that is that some character motivation seems to be glossed over in each season, but I think that has something to do with like how the stories are very intricate but told over a short period of time. I think either a 10-episode run might fix some of that problem, but on the other hand, that may be too much, and maybe these stories are being told in a punchy manner, on purpose. But really, that's just a little nitpick because everything makes sense in the end and is compelling while it's happening. Channel Zero has raised the bar for TV horror. It blows American Horror Story out of the water and makes stuff like True Blood and Slasher look like a joke. This is some of the best horror television ever made, and I look forward to more seasons.
Is it on par with like the Good Horror X-Files?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the Good Horror...
Yeah, the other ones you were talking about, all those American Horror Story, True Blood, all that shit, fuck that.
Yeah.
American Horror Story, some of it's alright.
It started strong and petered off.
It's fucking lame.
Yeah. Channel Zero is hands down the best television horror I've ever seen. I'll put it up there with Tales from the Crypt.
Wow.
Yeah. IMDb gives the overall series a 7.2 out of 10. I'm giving season 1 an 8 out of 10 and seasons 2 and 3 9 out of 10 for an average of 8.66 out of 10, which I'm going to round to 9 out of 10 skinned buff Mormons. Is that what it was?
Filet buff Mormon.
Filet buff Mormons.
McBiff's filet buff Mormon.
Yes. So yeah, 9 out of 10.
Wow.
I recommend everyone check this shit out, and even like pay for it, because like when you're paying for it, you know, it means Sci-Fi is going to make more of it. It's already greenlit. See, it's producing season 4 right now, and it's greenlit up to season 5. So
Cool.
we shall see.
Well, I have a great series as well. And it's thanks to our patrons, because we got Shudder now. So.
Yeah.
So I watched a 2017 Shudder exclusive horror movie talk show hosted by director Mickey Keaton called The Core. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it yet. I've heard of it, but I've not seen it.
Okay, this is fucking awesome. So I'm going to give you their synopsis, and I'll tell you what I think about it. So, The Core is a dissection of the brilliant minds from which genre films spring. Whether it's on a demo on head explosions or a primer on avoiding predictable jump scares, The Core busts open traditional talk show and plays with its guts. Host Mickey Keaton and his guests examine the on-screen techniques and real-life psychologies that strike fear into our very core. We'll turn you on to what's thrilling in filmmaking today without subjecting you to a chat with that dude Greg from film school. It's a pretty cool synopsis. So.
Yeah.
So Mickey Keaton is an awesome host. I love Pod, his movie Pod.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I didn't really care for Carnage Park, which I saw his, and one other one I reviewed on the show, which I didn't like that much.
Yeah, I watched that one too. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember liking it.
Well, The Core is the best thing he's ever done, in my opinion.
Okay.
I love Pod, but this show is awesome, and he's a great host. He's very funny. Each episode has an interview and is chock full of gore, all practical, by James O'Hara during the interview, and then they break it down and show how all the effects are done. So
Wow.
they have an interview with someone, and one of them dies. Either the guest kills him, or he kills the guest, or they both die during the course of the interview. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's pretty sweet. And then they show how it happened. Like they break down the effects. They show they show the strings and the puppets, if you will.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. And they also recommend a bunch of movies on Shudder in different categories. Interviews include the Soska sisters, Adam Green, Flying Lotus, who made Kuso, Daniel Harris from Halloween, Leigh Whannell, Spectre Vision with Elijah Wood, Glenn Danzig,
No.
and more.
Danzig did an interview? Danzig hates interviews.
The best interview he's ever done. I've seen a bunch of his interviews.
Yeah.
This is the best. He's talking about horror. He's not talking about music.
Gotcha.
And he even talks about how he would make albums and tour to fund his real loves of making his like horror comic book and horror movies. And he breaks down all these classic like 60s horror movies.
Wow.
And it's the best Danzig interview
You
I've ever
can
seen.
usually tell in Danzig's interviews that he has nothing but contempt for the person that's interviewing him. He hates being interviewed. So if he's doing a good interview, it must be genuine for him.
Yeah,
that's the
really-
one thing you can say about Glenn. Like, he's a pretentious asshole, but like he's real.
That's true. So the cool thing is they have license to show clips of all kinds of movies, including gore, nudity, whatever. They even have clips from stuff that's not on Shudder, like Halloween. They do a episode all about Halloween with Daniel Harris, clips of Halloween, everything. They show the best kills. They show nudity. They show clips of movies that aren't even on Shudder, and the movie recommendations are always movies that are on Shudder.
It sounds
so
like
you can find some new movies that I never would have given a chance to some of the movies that they recommended, and I'm going to check them out.
It sounds like Joe Bob Briggs on steroids.
I love Joe Bob Briggs. Don't get me wrong. Don't take this the wrong way. And I love Monster Vision. This is much better.
Okay.
This is better than Elvira.
Wow. Well, with both
Better
Joe
than
Bob
Tele-
Briggs and Elvira, they were limited in what they could do.
Yeah.
And this seems
And
unlimited.
this isn't just hosting a movie. This is actually like, it's more than that.
Mm.
It's not showing a movie.
Right.
So it's not just like bumper segments. Joe Bob Briggs and Elvira restricted to bumper segments.
Yeah.
You know, they can tell a story with the episode. It's really cool.
Nice.
And so my favorite interview by far is the Danzig one. It made me think he's a lot less of a dick in real life. And he does a sweet Lady Bathory movie scenes countdown. That Danzig tells what movies it is. They show the scenes, he breaks it down.
Nice.
With like a projector playing it and stuff. It's really fucking cool.
That's cool.
And the Sasa Sisters episode is all about severing dicks, complete with like showing how to sever dicks.
Yay!
Severed dicks countdowns, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. Anyone who's a fan of our show will love this.
Nice.
It's like part horror, interview, sketches with guests you actually care about.
I want to go home and watch this right now.
So there's
I'm
a
done
show.
with this episode. I'm out.
There's a Shudder movie recommendation segment where this guy in a suit, Sam, is in a set at Shudder headquarters with nothing but walls, like shelves of blank white VHS tapes, and there's like smoke and stuff, like it's like a highly produced. He's always there, and he plays clips for Mickey of Shudder movies and recommendations for whatever theme is of the episode. He's like, I got this movie, blah, 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 and he talks about it and shows clips, and he's all excited about it, and he just hands him these blank, all-white VHS tapes. Like, obviously they're not the movie, but I think it's really cool,
That's cool.
And, so, IMDb gives this an 8.5, and I know you thought you were going to have the best show of the episode, and you're really excited about Channel Zero, but I'm going to have this one 9.5 McBiff's Filet of Buff Mormons.
Wow.
The Shudder exclusive is worth a subscription just for this.
Wow.
For the core.
Well, that sounds awesome. Shudder subscription is worth it just for the documentaries they have. They have so many awesome horror documentaries there. But I want to see this fucking show.
Yeah. And you know what? I think in early episodes we buried Shudder, but I think it was Screenbox that I had.
It was,
remember Screenbox?
Yeah,
I think I had that. And
it was Shudder that I buried because I was trying to watch it on a computer, and their platform was not good on the computer at the time. So, like, probably 75% of the movies I tried to watch just turned into green screens 5 minutes into the movie, and I couldn't finish anything. But they have since upgraded their platform to fix that.
And exclusives and originals and... I think it's going to be a big thing. Yeah, I think that it's going to be...
It worked out its kinks. And
hopefully it's going to be good for the genre.
Yeah.
Netflix has, like, the monopoly, basically. Amazon Prime, people aren't making as much money as Netflix, And they're going to their originals, and the little guy can't get in on it. But the little guy can make a movie and sell it to Shudder as an exclusive. So I really hope that Shudder succeeds and develops, into a major horror network. Yeah. That way... independent horror has another avenue.
Yeah, between Shudder and what Stephen Biro is doing.
Unearthed Films.
Unearthed, that's definitely a plus. And also both Shudder and Stephen Biro curate their libraries, so it's not like Amazon Prime where it's just whatever random crap is on there.
Yeah.
If something's on there, it's at least going to be up to a certain standard of quality.
Yeah, definitely. And I would say, definitely support Unearthed Films before Shudder.
Yeah.
And then Shudder second.
Yeah.
Because,
Unearthed
it's
Films
the best.
Is very niche. Shudder is a lot broader.
And Shudder, it's besides the Unearthed Films, it's probably the best streaming service.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's a lot, Unearthed Films is great, but it's more of a rental system. Yeah. It's not like you pay per month and you can watch whatever. Right. So Shudder has a lot more content. Yeah. It's like more similar to Netflix, where you pay per month. Yeah. You get to watch whatever's on there as many times as you want.
And if you have Amazon Prime, it only costs $4.99 a month for Shudder, and it connects to your Amazon Prime account, so you can go in and just get it from there. You can watch on your Xbox, you can watch on your PlayStation. You don't have to be limited to just a computer with it anymore.
Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. So, yeah.
I watched The Collector on Shudder this afternoon. The movie has not aged well.
I saw it in the theaters. It's pretty shitty. Yeah, the collection boring. Is even worse. It's just, there's a lot of killing scenes, but come on.
Yeah.
Hellraiser 3 was better.
Yeah.
With the amount of death and destruction, even the horrible plot at times. But I prefer that.
Yeah.
So that's it for our binge and purge. So we're not gonna purge either one of these. Is this like nostalgia killers? Or are we gonna say like?
Yeah. We
are we gonna purge one?
To binge or purge? I don't think we have to. We choose whether or not we want to binge or purge the CE.
I think either way, at the end of the segment, whenever we do it, we just gotta celebrate by we're gonna throw up on each other, Hank Skinny style.
Awesome. I actually drank a big red milkshake before I came here, so that
you didn't make the
great.
throw up sound. It's too late, Tommy. You already ruined it. Ugh. It tastes disgusting.
That hurt my throat.
So, yeah. We will be back with our top 5 overrated horror movies that aren't The Witch.
That are not
Didn't
The Witch.
say that before, but top 5 overrated horror movies that are not The Witch after this. We are now taking pre-orders for the brand new Postmortem Show T-shirts.
Yeah.
So we have our brand new artwork by Japanese artist Sai Ozawa.
It's fucking awesome.
A multi-headed octopus creature with a suit. Slender Biff, HP Biffcraft, with our heads as well as the heads of some people we talk about sometimes on the podcast. And it
Morty
says, if it smells like fish, throw the fucker back.
It's classy.
It's very classy.
It's classy as fuck.
It's going to be high-quality American T-shirts with a white and green logo on it, black shirts. For all you fatties out there that want slimming. You don't want that white shirt. You're like me. I only wear black.
Yep, me too. Me too. Yep, and the shirt is going to cost $25, shipping including in the continental United States. But our $50 Patreon patrons get it for free. Our $20 patrons get 25% off. $10 patrons get 15% off. $5 patrons get 10% off. $1 patrons get 5% off. But if you are not a patron and you order this shirt right now, pre-order it by messaging us at postmortemshow@gmail.com or through our Facebook, you will get it for only $20.
That's
you can pay us through
$20,
PayPal.
including shipping anywhere in the continental U.S. You can pay us through PayPal directly, $20, including shipping. Or after the pre-order is over, you're going to pay $25. So $5 for the shipping. You're getting the shipping for free for being so loyal that you'll give us money when we don't have anything to give you yet. But we will.
These shirts are awesome, guys. I will be happy to see pictures of you wearing them. And no pants. Straight up Winnie the Pooh.
So go to www.postmortemshow.com or message us on Facebook. Send an email at postmortemshow@gmail.com or just directly send us the money with your shipping address and your size. And if your size is above 2X, you got to add $2.
$2 for the extra X.
Yeah. Or lose some weight. Either way. Lose some weight.
Yeah.
Get down.
I'm a 3XL. Even if I lost a bunch of weight, I still got big shoulders.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And check out this design. It's pretty awesome.
Thanks, guys.
And we're back with our top 5 overrated horror movies that aren't The Witch.
Are not The Witch.
These movies aren't The Witch.
No, the Witch will not be on this list.
They will not be on The Witch will not be on this list at all.
Yeah, spoiler alert. I had a hard time doing this because, like, unless a movie is, like, really shitty, like, I always try to find something in it that I liked. So what I did was I went to Rotten Tomatoes and I looked up the top 100 horror movies, and basically in the top, 80 to 100%, I looked and saw if there was anything in there that didn't really belong there.
Let's take this list one further, okay?
Okay.
I got a top 5, you got a top 5. If you agree with me, I want you to give me reasons why you agree with me for the movie.
Okay.
If you don't, you need to defend it. We need to argue.
Okay.
And likewise.
Point, counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
All right.
So let's fight about some movies.
All right. And hopefully we don't lose any listeners.
I'll start us off this week.
Okay.
And this is something that we agree on. And it's been remade poorly, but a poor remake of a poor original is just, poor. Another turd on top of a turd.
Right.
You got a double
It's
decker.
a turd sandwich now.
Yeah, you got a double decker there. So, and my number 5 overrated horror movie is the Amityville Horror.
I fucking hate the Amityville Horror.
I think that it's just an iconic poster.
Yeah.
The box art is iconic. The name that you've heard.
Because it's Amityville. It sounds spooky.
It doesn't hold up.
It does not.
And it's a bullshit case.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't hold up. The effects are weak.
Yeah.
It's just not a good movie.
And, the Amityville remake with Ryan Reynolds was better than the original movie. And it still wasn't a good movie.
I would say the original is better than the remake, but they're both poor.
Yeah. Not a good movie. Yeah. Fuck the Warrens. And fuck that story. Fuck the hysteria surrounding it.
It's like this, okay? So, lately I've been trying to save money, so for drinking beer, instead of getting Coors Light, I've been getting Keystone Light.
Yeah.
But the wife bought me Natural Light.
Natty Light.
And the Amityville Horror is, whether it's the remake or the original, it's still Natty Light.
Yeah.
It's not even the Keystone Light.
Right.
Or the Coors Light. Or another acceptable beer. But, I like to drink cheap.
Yeah.
I like white trash beers. I like to watch movies in my backyard with a campfire projected onto my shed.
That's the life, man.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
You know this about me.
Yeah.
I do it naked. I sit out there naked. I watch a Serbian film on my kid's trampoline, sprawled out naked doing jumping jacks.
Wow.
Lighting a fire, projected out. I was flipping off there, dunking basketballs.
That sounds like a good night.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom, dog.
America.
Anyways, what's your number 5?
My number 5, probably one we also agree on. This movie was given an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is far too high. And that is Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity. Have you ever seen Paranormal Activity?
No,
on Netflix.
I haven't seen that one, but I saw the the Wayans Brothers parody,
The Haunted House,
and that shit was funny.
It's alright. Wayne's Brothers, they're in a time capsule.
Yeah.
They need to stay there.
I like Haunted House.
Stay there.
But yeah, I think Paranormal Activity was ultimately, like, it came across as silly to me. And most of the movie is a whole lot of nothing. Like, the Marked Ones was like the 4th movie in that series. And
that one is actually pretty good. Yeah, that's the only one that's good, in my opinion.
And it's because they broke away from the Paranormal Activity like format.
Found footage is
and that movie was treated like a throwaway. Like, I don't even know if it got a theatrical run or if
it really, it made so much money.
The Marked Ones did?
Oh, no, the first one.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Paranormal Activity made so much money, and, like, there are people talk about it like it's like the fucking, the new hope for horror. And I mean, the fact that it made money is awesome, but it's really not that good a movie.
It sucks, but I'm torn because it's good for the genre when horror makes money,
right?
And horror brings people in, because then someone will get the green light financially that actually knows what to do,
right,
and make something great.
Yeah.
And so it's still good for the genre, in my opinion. And then
Oren Peli
creating more horror fans is more independent horror fans.
Yeah.
So.
And Oren Peli has taken the money from that and gone on to produce better movies. That he didn't write or direct, but that he just
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity, yeah. He's gone on to produce actual, like, good movies. So I'll give it its due for what it is, but it's not the great movie a lot of people say it is.
All right, my number 4 is a movie that I never reviewed on the show, only because I'm very against reviewing movies on the show that I don't watch fully, that I don't finish. And I don't know what the fucking marketing campaign getting behind Harry Potter in this movie, but Amazon Prime, even their horror genre, the picture was Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, in the movie called The Woman in Black. Have you seen this?
I have not seen it.
It's a ghost story.
I've seen the movie pop up, but I've never seen the movie.
It is so fucking boring.
Yeah.
I don't know where this money comes from that gets behind this turd. This movie sucks. The Woman in Black, they even made a sequel, and I couldn't even get through the first Woman in Black. I watched almost all of it, and I didn't even review it on the show, Dom.
Yeah.
Just because I just was like, ugh.
Yeah. Couldn't stomach it.
And when it's the thumbnail for the horror genre on Amazon,
wow.
Get your shit together, Amazon. Get your shit together. Seriously, when they're trying to sell you horror and you see fucking Harry Potter on the cover of it, I like that movie what was that movie
Swiss
called?
Army Man.
Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Where him and Paul Dano, and he's dead and he farts and it's magical. That was great.
Yeah.
And I think that he has potential as a great actor.
Oh yeah, he's a good actor.
But that movie sucked. The Woman in Black, and it's like, it's so slow, and my take on big budget Hollywood ghost stories are the shits to me.
Yeah.
Big budget Hollywood ghost stories can kiss my fucking ass.
There are very few good
I'll
ones.
give you the Insidious award for licking my taint.
All right, my number 4 with an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes is The Conjuring.
The Conjuring is super fucking overrated.
Yeah. It's silly, it's boring, fuck the Warrens, it's hammy acting, and I don't know how it became a huge franchise.
Speaking of big budget overrated ghost stories, that's the product model, right?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. That's the one that set the tone for all of the what we're getting out of the Hollywood big studios now. Now I will begrudgingly say that the Conjuring movies got better.
And you like the Insidious,
and
right?
the Insidious movies got better.
You like that last key Insidious?
Yeah, I like the last key. Insidious 2 was okay. Insidious 1 was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't like any of it. It's just cheap jump scare ghost bullshit.
Yeah,
and I'm done with it. I want to see gore. I want to see people getting ripped up and guts and fucking blood and terror. and satanic shit. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
boobs.
me too.
I want to see boobs that are shooting blood out of them.
blood coming out of the nipples.
Boobs that are landing into giant like chalices that Viking zombies are pounding. Viking zombie vampires.
Vaginas being ripped open and thousands of severed penises fall out.
Yeah, as they ride flaming horses into battle. Severed vagina penises, whatever you said. Yeah, that's what we want to see.
That's right.
We don't want to see these jump scare bullshit CGI ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, they're good for the kids, to get the kids into horror, but
that's the thing.
But don't prop them up as like these fucking genre-changing, fucking game-changing things.
That's true.
They're not.
I'm glad that they exist just for the fact that people will find they'll find Deathgasm.
Yeah.
By seeing,
or they'll find the Devil's
Insidious.
Candy, or they'll find the Void.
Yeah. Yeah, American Guinea Pig.
Yeah.
And
ultimately, regurgitated sacrifice.
All right, so we've agreed on all of our lists so far. And I think we're going to get, controversial at some point. So.
I have one that I think is going to get controversial.
All right, is it your turn?
Yes, it is. My number... no, I just did my number 4. So, it's your turn.
That was your number 4. Okay. My number 3. It's all for you, Damien.
Yep.
The Omen.
Yeah.
Is an overrated movie.
Boring.
There's a great scene with the glass cutting off the head in the original.
Yeah.
He's creepy. That scene is all for you, Damien. That's great. But the movie itself is just not that good.
Yeah.
It's not this iconic. I think it's on the IMDb top fucking 500 movies or something. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's one of those movies that like broke the mold in its time, and so like as a timepiece, it's important.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's overrated. Yeah. This is top 5 overrated. So some of the things we say, I'm lukewarm on it. It's not that I hate it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I love it, but
it's just not.
It's people think it's way better than it really is.
Right. Yeah, if I had a teenager that was like just getting into horror and they wanted to see some kind of classic horror movie, I would not start them with The Omen because it'd be like, I'm going to sleep now. This shit's boring. My number 3 is one that I am fairly certain you're going to agree with me on, and it is 88% fresh at Rotten Tomatoes, and that's It Comes at Night.
Yeah. I would say It Comes at Night is good, but it's overrated, that's for sure.
I really wanted to like this movie, but it was ultimately a boring, nonsensical mess with really good actors.
I think I gave it like a 5.8 or 6 or something. Like, it's worth watching, I mean, just because it's got some...
Just make sure you're well rested before you watch it.
Stuff, but it's just really not...
It had so much promise, and people are again heralding it like it's some game changer. And it's just nothing, I guess it's a good character study, and I guess there's like the ending is kind of fucked up, but everything in between is snooze fest, and the whole thing about It Comes at Night, like what they're building up to, there's nothing. It's just not. There's nothing.
It's true. All right, so my number 2. Actually, I think you might agree with me on this, but I think that a lot of our listeners might not. So my number 2 is Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead is not a good movie. Lance Henriksen is alright. The creature looks good.
Yeah.
But the movie itself, the premise of it, the action of it, it fucking blows. Pumpkinhead is not a good movie. No one could convince me it's good.
Yeah.
It's an iconic character. It's a great poster. The poster for Pumpkinhead is amazing. 10 out of 10.
And the special effects are 10 out of 10.
I would say that some of them are, but there's some shots of bad special effects as well. And just the kid with the fucking dirt bike, and it's fucking stupid, alright? Pumpkinhead is not good. People think that it is because it's an iconic character. Everyone knows what Pumpkinhead looks like. And that's because of the good VHS box art. Go back and listen to our top 5 VHS box arts.
Yeah, for sure.
VHS box art is awesome. Some of these movies that we remember from our childhood are not as good as you could.
And then that's why we have nostalgia killers.
Yes.
Yeah, I have such a nostalgic place for Pumpkinhead that I will always love it, but I will admit that it is not a great movie.
It's super overrated.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying I wish it never existed. I'm just saying that Pumpkinhead gets a little too much love.
It does.
A little bit too much love to the pumpkin.
It's got
People
good
have been
special
drilling
effects.
the pumpkins.
It's got one good actor.
They've been preheating their oven to 125 degrees, putting that pumpkin in there for 16 and a half minutes after drilling a hole in the top. You remove the stem, you drill the hole, they've been put in the oven, and then they pull it out, they paint a little face on it, and they fuck it. That doesn't make it a good movie,
and then they put the videos on
If
their
you follow that
Instagram.
recipe, it doesn't make it a good movie.
No, I've seen those videos on Instagram, and it doesn't make a good video. I don't even have an Instagram. And my Instagram is totally not pumpkinfucker69.
I'm going to set up I told my wife this, I'm going to set up an Instagram for my shed.
Yeah?
It's going to be called White Trash Movie Shed.
Nice.
And it's going to just stream videos that are being projected shittily with bad audio onto a shed while campfires in front of it too.
Nice.
As we watch it, and occasionally you might hear us talk.
I like hear a beer crack open, and
as we watch some old shit. So
that's funny.
Yeah, you can follow that page that hasn't been created yet. It will be though.
It's a good idea, actually. You probably get some followers until you get sued.
Yeah. No, but if it's there's some kind of law to where if you're filming it, that's why there's videos on YouTube of people filming their TV playing a movie. Like if we're filming a campfire and there's a movie in the background in our scene, it's not like we're just playing the movie.
Gotcha.
It's just going to be like White Trash Movie Shed.
Right.
Live.
Awesome. You'll get followers.
Yeah.
I think my number 2 is going to be where we get controversial.
All right.
Maybe not with you, but with our listeners. With 92% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, I believe that Shaun of the Dead is overrated.
I don't know. I like Shaun of the Dead. I think that if Shaun of the Dead, hear me out on this one though. Maybe 92% is definitely over. I would say more like maybe an 81, something like that. Phil Kessel, an 81. But the thing is about Shaun of the Dead is if you saw that today, after all this fucking Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse of Death and fucking all the other buddy horror comedy zombie shit, Zombieland, all stuff like that. If you saw that today, you'd be like, well, that was actually pretty good. That wasn't another one of those bullshit zombie horror comedy movies. Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty good.
So here's my take on it. It's one of the most successful horror comedies ever made. I'll give it that. And it's not a bad movie. But there are way better horror comedies out there that deal with zombies.
Deathgasm is so much infinitely better.
The Dead Next Door, Cockneys vs. Zombies, The Dead Hate the Living, Fido. Like, those are great movies. Shaun of the Dead, I think, is watered down compared to those, and people herald it as this great thing, and it's a good movie. It's a decent movie.
I think it's a victim of its own hype.
Yeah,
it suffers from, like I was saying, if you saw it now, if it didn't exist and it came out right now, like if it was new, you saw it, you'd like it a lot more than you do
probably.
now.
Yeah,
and I've seen it way too many times. In that era, it came out like, whoa, look, horror is mainstream again.
Yeah,
yeah, it broke a mold.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
And this is another thing. I can't watch A Clockwork Orange anymore. I love A Clockwork Orange. It's a great movie, but I watch it too many fucking times, and everyone talks about it, and I've seen it 1,000 times. I just can't watch it anymore.
Yeah, you're like desensitized.
And
to
that's
it.
the way I feel about Shaun of the Dead too. Doesn't mean that I don't like it. Doesn't mean that it's not good. But I really feel like if it was a new thing, like what if you saw Clockwork Orange tomorrow
and had never seen it before,
and had never seen it or heard anything about it?
Yeah.
You'd be like, 10 out of 10. All of our listeners need to see this movie.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
And sometimes we review movies a little, like, I think if people that are new listeners now listen to episodes from like 2 years ago and we're giving these real strong ratings to movies that maybe now, if I've seen it a couple times or thought about it, might have came down. And other movies that we kind of buried, but it came back up a little bit.
It would be interesting to do a segment where we go back and rewatch movies that we reviewed and gave them high reviews.
Yeah.
And then re-reviewed them.
You know what the one that sticks out in my memory the most?
Huh.
That I think that we didn't give the most favorable review to, but I think that is really good. We Are the Flesh.
Yeah?
I've thought about that movie so much.
Yeah.
I've thought about it so much.
Yeah.
And just the image of that guy, like, falling down.
Jacking
like,
off and dying.
Like, dude, that's something.
Yeah.
It's something.
It has something to
there.
it, yeah.
So that is a thing. And the same thing goes with oversaturation, like Shaun of the Dead, Sometimes you could judge something too harshly. Sometimes you could like it, and then, oh, fuck, everyone talks about, oh, you see it again. Oh, fuck, I don't want to watch that,
Well,
it's on TV.
I like Simon Pegg and Nick. What's the other guy's name?
Nick Frost.
Nick Frost. I like them. Like I think Hot Fuzz is a fantastic movie. I think it's their best movie.
I think it's their best movie as well. Charlie Dead number 2.
Yeah, but
the fucking end of the world one.
I haven't seen that one.
The aliens. It sucks.
So yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Shaun of the Dead is a victim of its own hype and has sort of buried itself.
So we're to my number 1.
Yeah.
This is something that I think we'll both agree on. This movie is not terrible by any means. It's the effects are passable. You know, the sound design is good, and it spawned a couple of sequels. But to me, my number 1, it had to be. The Witch is not on this list. My number 1 had to be Jeepers Creepers. Seriously. Victor DeSalva, fucking child molester.
Yeah, Victor Salva.
He's a fucking child molester.
Yeah.
And people give these movies way too much love. They're not that fucking good.
Yeah.
Especially, the first one, people think it's like, oh, Jeepers Creepers. But
it was
second one,
a good idea.
Pretty shitty. Third one, never watch it. You
Yeah.
know why? Because I learned that this motherfucker raped little boys that were actors. Of course, I'm not going to support his movies.
Yeah, fuck him.
Don't support Victor Salva.
Yeah,
the fact that there's a third Jeepers Creepers disgusts me.
Yeah.
And
the fact that people
fan.
went and watched it.
And the fact that people
it.
still watch it. The fact that it came out on Sci-Fi for free after it was boycotted. Yeah. The fact that it's on
Netflix now. Yeah.
And they
I actually sent an email to Netflix.
About it?
About it, yeah. Saying like, and I sent them links to all the shit. I never got a response. I didn't think I would, but like, I got to do my part because fuck Victor Salva.
Yeah.
You know, Jeepers Creepers, as far as an idea goes, it is a decent idea.
Yeah.
Not very well executed.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But this is overrated.
Yeah.
And with the legacy of him and the sequels are terrible.
Yeah.
And the movie itself isn't that bad, but it's definitely overrated.
Yeah.
So even if he wasn't a fucking child molesting little piece of shit, I would definitely say that that movie's still overrated.
Yeah.
Whether or not he did that or not, the first one, it was held in such a high regard when it came out, and I saw it and I was like, all right.
I think it was because it was made as a slasher movie in a time when a lot of slasher movies weren't getting made. So
this is the problem for me. People shit on the Wishmaster when it came out. And people loved Jeepers Creepers when it came out. The Wishmaster's so much better.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck
absolutely better. I was going through my DVD collection because I wanted to. I was looking for some movie that I wasn't sure if I had or not, and I found Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2 in my collection, and I pulled them out. And at some point, I want to make a video and post it to our Facebook page of those DVDs burning.
Yeah, we'll throw it in. We'll throw it in the white trash movie shed bonfire.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to come over one night and we'll watch a movie on the shed. We watched a Serbian film the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that on your Facebook.
A Serbian film, Halloween Havoc, 1996, WCW.
Nice.
I'm
watching all of the 1998 WCW from beginning to end. I'm watching all of the Nitros and then the pay-per-view that they lead up to, and then the Nitros. I'm at Spring Stampede right now.
It's so fucking terrible.
It's terrible in a great way.
Number 1 for you.
My number 1 is one that I absolutely know that you are going to agree with me on. This movie has a 97% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow. 97% fresh. That's 3 away from 100% good movie. It Follows.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I said at the time, It Follows, nothing happens.
That's exactly what I wrote down.
And the thing about it is, It Follows and nothing happens. Yeah. But there's a great leg bending scene in that movie.
Yeah.
There's a couple good things about it. I think I judged that one too harshly at first. It's still not good. Mm-hmm. I'd still rated it about probably like a 5, like an even 5. But I think at the time, I gave it like a 3. Because again, a victim of its own hype, people were saying this movie is so great.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate the Babadook for that reason. That people were saying it was so great.
Right.
And I like the Babadook.
I love the Babadook. Yeah. I think it's a great movie.
But I think the same thing for It Follows and The Witch. Mm-hmm. You know, which is my number 0.
Yeah.
Is The Witch.
Yeah. It is the number 0. It's the one that we had to leave off the list. I think that It Follows. It didn't break any new ground. You know, it wasn't anything special. You know, fucking. There was a movie about a cemetery that was pretty much the exact same movie. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it was better because more shit happened. It Follows.
STD Possession or whatever, STD Ghost. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good idea. It's just the movie is it's boring to me.
Yeah, it was very, very overhyped, and I think it kind of crawled up its own ass too. Like, it knew that it was going to be hyped. I think Nicholas Winding Refn actually secretly made this movie and didn't watermark it. So I actually have. You said you didn't have any.
I have honorable mentions.
Oh, you do?
Actually. I
okay.
do.
I have 3. But one of them was the Amityville Horror, so now I have 2.
I actually have 4.
Okay.
I came up with a couple. I know I told you I didn't have any, but and the ones I do have, I ranked in order of the amount I think you're going to disagree with me.
Okay.
So, and maybe the listeners as well. So, I'm going to start it off with my first one, Children of the Corn, Part 1.
Boring.
It's very overrated.
Yeah, it does not hold up very well.
Urban Harvest is the best one.
I haven't seen it yet.
Whenever you take a movie that's supposed to be good and then take it to the ghetto, like Leprechaun 1 is not that great, but you put that Leprechaun in the ghetto, awesome.
Absolutely.
Children of the Corn in the ghetto, awesome. Candyman in the ghetto, yeah, it was the first one, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
So, Children of the Corn, my first honorable mention. My next one, I don't know how you feel about this movie. I don't think it's ever came up on the show, but very iconic, but overrated in my estimation, Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah. Rosemary's Baby is another one of those movies where like it has a few interesting things that happen, but there's a lot in between that's boring. Like, they could have truncated Rosemary's Baby into a 30-minute film, and it would have been better.
Here's where we lose some listeners. With Rosemary's Baby, I think that, controversial as it may be, Ty West's House of the Devil is superior to Rosemary's Baby, in my opinion.
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Send us a hate mail. Attention, Dom.
Prove us wrong.
Attention, Dom.
Yeah, send it attention.
Hey, JD, you're great. I love the show. Dom, fuck you, man. Dom, I want to fight with you.
Oh, I'll fight.
JD, you're awesome, though. I'm going to contribute to the Patreon, but when I donate my $1 or my $5 or my X dollars, whatever it may be, I just want us to contribute on the Patreon and say, this money must go to JD's beard. Don't give it to Dom.
Wait, I'm supposed to get money from the Patreon?
Anyways, my next honorable mention. What we've talked about on the show, I know you love it. This might be where you get mad, but I think it's overrated. Prince of Darkness.
I love Prince of Darkness.
It's overrated
but
as fuck.
I can see why people don't like Prince of Darkness. Yeah, I understand. It's very, very tonally it is for a specific audience.
I think it might have been one of the first Nostalgia Killers. First or second Nostalgia Killers we ever did.
Yeah.
I voted to kill it, and you wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
So
I'm a fan of Prince of Darkness, but I understand why people don't like it.
Overrated, in my opinion. And my last one. This is the one, I said this is in order of what you might disagree with the most. And my friend Danny Foster would get so mad at me if I said that. And I'm going to say it right now. The NES game of Jaws is better than the movie. Jaws, the movie, is overrated. I like Jaws. It holds a special place in my heart, and shark attack movies are terrifying to me. No. I know 47 meters down is not a good movie, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because it still scares me. Sharks scare me. We live in California. I go in the ocean. I've seen sharks.
Yeah.
Like next to me, and it's terrifying.
Yeah. I don't go in the ocean if
you see a fucking fin in the same water that you're in, I don't care how big the water is. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
So, I agree Jaws is scary, but it's super overrated. It's boring. The shark scenes are great, but I don't give a fuck about the Irish ladies and all the ladies of Spain. You fucking fair Irish
lasses
of Spain or whatever the fuck. I don't care, alright? Jaws is overrated. Fight me.
I can't counter you on that because it's probably been 15 years since I've seen Jaws.
The sequels are trash.
I love Jaws 3D. It is not a good movie. But I love
this is where people are going to get mad. Me shitting on Jaws. I'm not shitting on it by any means. I would say Jaws is a good little 6.1. Give it maybe a 6.1.
Give it that little 0.1.
It's a good little movie. It's a good little slightly above average creature feature.
You want me to argue with you, and I can't because I'm not armed with facts. However,
I'm just letting it sink in with the listener.
Yeah, I believe that my honorable mentions will absolutely lose listeners.
Okay.
And I think that you may disagree with me on both of these. My first honorable mention is Last House on the Left.
The original?
Yeah.
I like it. But I like, you know what? You know what I like better than that? Is Thriller, A Cruel Picture, aka They Kill Her One Eye. Like it's the same kind of like exploitation kind of movie. Last House on the Left, I agree, not great, but I wouldn't say it's overrated. I would say it's not talked about enough as far as home invasion movies go.
Yeah, it's. I'm not saying it's a bad movie per se, and it is Wes Craven's first movie. You know, like it is, and it's so flawed. And the thing that really kills Last House on the Left for me is the score, because the score is all this upbeat 1960s folk music, and it doesn't fit the movie tonally at all.
That is true. The score is terrible, but to me, some of the scenes, they're very brutal. It's very, these people weren't good actors, so I think that he told them to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah. I think that Last House on the Left, there was a remake of it that I didn't see. But I think that if Wes Craven was still alive and had a do-over on it, in like 1989 instead, I think it would have been a much better movie.
What's your favorite Wes Craven movie of all time?
Probably New Nightmare.
Mine is Serpent and the Rainbow.
Serpent and the Rainbow is great. Serpent and the Rainbow is a very good movie. I love New Nightmare. I think it's a fantastic movie. My least favorite Wes Craven movie is the one with Meryl Streep. But it's still a good movie.
What's it called?
I don't remember, but it's like about her being a music teacher. It's not even a horror movie.
Oh.
It's like the one non-horror movie that he did, and I saw it because his name was on it, and I wanted to see what he could do, and it's still a good movie, but it's not a Wes Craven movie.
Yeah, fuck Meryl Streep.
Yeah. And my last honorable mention, this is going to piss people off, but the first Friday the 13th.
I love the first Friday the 13th.
I don't think the Friday the 13th series picked up even until part 3.
I think the best one of all time is number 6, Jason Lives. The one with anyone with Tommy Jarvis is good.
Yeah.
Any of the ones with Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah. The final chapter is my favorite, where Tommy Jarvis was introduced.
Yeah.
That is my favorite Friday the 13th movie. But I think 3 was good, 4 was okay, 5 was great, 6 was great.
You know what, I would say that the Friday the 13th movie that's the most overrated is number 2.
Yeah.
Where Jason comes as the actual killer with the pillowcase and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think that's more overrated than 1.
Yeah.
Because
I don't like that movie very
number
much.
1, Mrs. Voorhees is really good at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Jason coming out of the water at the end is good. There's some really good practical shitty effects. You got Kevin Bacon. Like, it's
for what it is, it's a good movie. For I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it's not Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, not at all. No,
and
it's not even on the same playing field.
It's not even Hellraiser.
No, Hellraiser.
Those were fantastic movies that began franchises. Friday the 13th kind of sputter started.
Even Nightmare on Elm Street is the first one is the best.
Yeah,
it's far superior. Friday the 13th is the weakest of the major iconic.
Which is funny because
franchises.
Jason Voorhees is my favorite killer of the big franchises.
Really?
He's my favorite killer of the big franchises.
He's your favorite lunchbox horror killer? That's
Yeah,
what I call lunchbox horror. Yeah. We should actually do top 5 lunchbox horror movies.
Yeah.
That'd be a good list.
Yeah.
I'd call it lunchbox horror. My favorite of the lunchbox horror by far is Pinhead.
Yeah.
I love Hellraiser. I love the concept of it. I love this like S&M, like sex, like hook, like demon. And it's like classy.
Yeah.
Well, something about that's why like the score Candyman.
Yeah.
There's something about that like classiness, like refined like horror.
Yeah.
I like that more.
In terms of the big lunchbox horror movies, Hellraiser is my favorite movie. But in terms of the killers, it's always Jason Voorhees for me. Like I just love the concept of the fucking force of nature juggernaut just coming at people and being like totally unstoppable until someone figures it out.
See, I think that's weak. Like, and I think that like even Leatherface is pretty weak.
Because he's just a retard with a saw.
But Texas Chainsaw is far superior to almost like Texas Chainsaw 1 and Hellraiser 1. I don't know which one I like better. I would say maybe Texas Chainsaw is a better movie than Hellraiser 1.
I think so.
But Hellraiser as a franchise I like more.
Yeah.
But but like with the Freddy with his jokes and the unstoppable force, I like the demon breathing cold air. Like I think that's much scarier because you can always escape unstoppable force that's coming at you. Michael Myers, for instance, Jason. You could get in a car and drive.
Yeah,
That's
that's actually in the Friday the 13th game. That's how people get away from you. They get in the car and drive.
You gotta fucking leave.
Yeah.
If you leave, you're good. You're good. What's he gonna do? You fucking go to China? What's he gonna do? Dig? You know, when I was a kid, I actually tried to dig to China. Yeah. True story. Thought it was like underneath us, like Looney Tunes style. Tried to dig in my backyard in China, and I was trying to talk to a friend.
Who lived in China?
I had no friends. I was in my hole in the backyard, trying to talk to my friend. Chen, where are you, Chen? That's it for honorable mention.
I guess that's it. I hope Chen is listening.
Please come back to me, Chen.
All right. Well, I guess that's where we wrap up this possibly controversial episode of the Postmortem Show. If you agreed with us, if you disagreed with us, email us at postmortemshow@gmail.com. Let us know what you think.
And always, with any of these lists, if you have a better top 5, I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
All you listeners, postmortemshow@gmail.com. If you say, you know what, this fucking movie sucks, that's overrated.
We'll read that shit. We'll read it on the show.
If you send us a top 5 list that we've already done, and you say this is mine, it's better, fuck you, we'll read it.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll debate you.
Yeah.
Or send us your idea for a top 5 list.
Yeah, and if you send us your idea for a top 5, send us your top 5 too.
As well, yeah. And then I'll shit on your top 5.
Yeah.
Because hindsight is 20/20, bitch.
And we, sometimes we run out of ideas for top 5. So if you have anything fresh that we have not done, please send it to us. Also, please check out our Patreon. Check us out on iTunes and Stitcher. Give us that 5-star rating and subscribe. It's great if you listen on YouTube also, but iTunes and Stitcher is where it really helps. And check out my music at www.mechanicalghost.com.
So Dom, we got a couple ideas for our next list. What do you want to do, Dom?
All right, we'll throw this out there for the teaser for the fans.
You want to do most deserving deaths? That's a lot of research, Dom.
Yeah, a
little hard. A lot going on there. Do you want to do serial killer battle royal, where we take real life serial killers and we script a battle royal similar to the horror movie douchebag battle royal or our horror movie kids battle royal? And then I have another idea. My third idea: create a horror movie sitcom.
Let's do that. Where
we come up with like a sitcom. Let's think. Two guys, a girl, in the pizza place.
I want to do that. I think that'll be fun.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, we just did a battle royale. So while the serial killer battle royale will be great for a future episode and most deserving death, I think we should do the creative sitcom.
All right, create a horror movie sitcom will be our next episode. So we will come up with horror movie icons, put them in a role, living together in a house. I don't know. It's the postmortem real world.
Isn't every sitcom people living together in a house? Like every show ever made? All right. So, thank you for listening.
Except for this time, it's going to be people dying together in a house. Horror movie style.
That was the silence, which means we have nothing else to say.
That means this is it.
So, as H.P. Lovecraft once said, as he heard a knock on the door and peeked through the peephole and saw the white shirt and the name tag and went and got his vegetable peeler to make himself some sweet, sweet Mormon strip steak. If it smells like fish, throw the fucker back.
Daddy! I'm buff on the stuff and the girl just can't get enough. Buff Daddy! I'm Buff Daddy! Buff Daddy! Buff is the stuff. Buff! Daddy! I'm simply delicious. Buff Daddy!
Alright, patrons, now is the time where we like to give you guys a little bit of a thank you, a little bit of a reach around for what you do for us here at the Postmortem Show.
A little bit of a ball tickle.
Yes, a little bit. Dom's gonna fluff you, each and every one of you in a line. Actually, Dom, unavailable here in the studio.
Yeah, I'm not here right now.
Dom, get the fuck out.
Yeah,
Go.
I gotta go. I got diarrhea. I have 4 feet.
Dom, stop stomping. You're not supposed to be here anymore. Dom's gone. And now, at this time, thanks to your generous donations, we've commissioned one Italian luchador, El Rey Liotta. El Rey Liotta.
Get the fucking name right.
El Rey Liotta.
El Rey Liotta, the fucking Italian luchador. I don't do flips. I don't do planches. I just kick people in the face and I wear a fucking mask.
Alright, so...
What are we doing here with this fucking flippity floopty flopping shit?
El Rey Dice Clay is going to thank our patrons.
I gotta thank these people that I don't know?
Yeah, let's start us off with...
What am I thanking them for? A fucking hand job?
Maybe later, but let's start off with Mr. Mark B.
Mark B. Does B stand for, what does B stand for there? Does B stand for boy, like Mark's my boy? Or does it stand for like bitch, like Mark's a bitch? Because sometimes when you're in jail, your boy can be your bitch.
I don't know, Mr. Leota. I don't like how you're fingering that Glock inside of your...
You gotta stay strapped, man. These streets are tough. These streets here in what is this fucking town? Fucking Santa Monica or some shit like that.
Let's go with our next patron, Miss Eileen.
Eileen, how many legs you got, Eileen? Oh, that's a funny joke right there.
Oh, because she leans.
Yeah, that's quality fucking comedy right there.
That's actually pretty good.
That's comedy.
I think actually
because one time I fucked a chick who only had a stump for one of her legs, and she put it in my ass.
Okay, you got stumped in the ass?
I got stumped in the ass, and you know what? I liked it. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
I'm a progressive individual, and I'm willing to admit that I liked being stump fucked in the ass.
And pushed your butt in there, did it?
It did. It tickled my prostate.
So thank you, Miss Eileen, for tickling El Rey Leota's prostate with your stump. Our next patron, Mr. Brent W.
Brent over? I already made a butt sex joke though, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm milking that dead cow too much. I'm going to the well too many times. You know, one time I was in this wrestling match, right? And I was wrestling this fucking midget, you know. And this midget, he just kept fucking kicking me in the knees and kicking me in the knees and kicking me in the knees. And you know what I did to that guy? I kicked him right in his midget dick.
That's a very small amount of space to cover.
And I got big feet. I broke his fucking pelvis.
Well, that's like the 1-inch punch, like Bruce Lee style.
I Falcon kicked him.
The Hurricane Dick Run.
They talk about Randy Orton's punt. That ain't got nothing on my midget punt.
Midget Dick Punt. That's a great band name. Our next patron, Mr. Raymond V.
Raymond. Hey, one Ray to another. I'm El Rey Liotta, and you got an A in your name, not a E. Are you a luchador? Because if you are, I'll wrestle you.
That got a little creepy there, El Rey Liotta. Are you is it the unicorn picture that turned you on?
It was
the
absolutely
sunbathing unicorn picture.
There's something about a unicorn that reminds me of my high school sweetheart, because she was in junior high.
And the strap on was kind of like a horn.
She had a Lisa Frank strap on.
Lisa
it was
that's
fucking
the best band name ever. Lisa Frank's strap on.
All right, you can.
It's a glam techno death metal band.
You can pay me 10% royalties for your glam techno death metal band, Lisa Frank strap on with a fucking glittery fucking twisty ass unicorn dildo.
Our next patrons, we'll just go with a tag team. A&M, the tag team of A&M.
Oh, I'm gonna get tag teamed, huh?
Two separate. No, nothing like that's gonna happen. El Rey Liotta, the Italian luchador. Where did you even get your name?
Where did I get it?
Yeah,
Mexico.
Yeah,
I got deported. The police picked me up and they saw that I was olive complected, but the fucking cop was colorblind, and he's like, "That's a fucking spit," and he sent me to Mexico. And you know what I did in Mexico? I learned to wrestle, and I wrestled my way back into the United States, and I fucking wrestled Richard Nixon.
Well, you know what? Before that match happened, I just had my stance on building the wall change, and I wish you would have stayed there, and we would have built that wall and kept your fucking greasy ass down south of the border, El Rey Liotta.
You know what I think? You know what I think about walls? You know what I think about walls? When I see a wall, the only thing that comes to my mind is fucking Chris Jericho, because he's an attractive man, and I would not mind if he broke my walls down.
That's dark.
I'm progressive. I'm a progressive individual who is very comfortable in my sexuality.
I can't fault you for being progressive, okay? You are very gender fluid, El Realita, with the dangly earring. The one dangly feather.
It's my tribute. It's my tribute to the late great Prince. I'm a big Prince fan.
It's both a dangly chain and a feather at the end of it.
And it's hanging off the side of my mask. Yeah, this is my Prince tribute mask. I wear it when I'm feeling frisky.
All right, our next patron, Miss Tiffany.
Tiffany. She's got one name, and that name is Tiffany, and I understand that she's from another country.
She is. She's our first international patron.
International. Is she Italian and Mexican?
No.
Okay, because I'm only Italian. I'm not Mexican. I've been to Mexico.
So you're,
but you
so
know
what?
So what you're saying is
you're coming out on the postmortem show in favor of cultural appropriation.
No, because I learned and I paid honor to the culture. But what I really want to know is, does Tiffany have a little bit of Italian in her?
I don't think she does.
Do you think she wants some?
Hey! It's just low-hanging fruit, El Realita.
It's like my balls. It's like my fucking balls, man. Low-hanging fruit.
I'm not disappointed in you. Our next patron, Mr. Tim.
Tim
M.
Tim. I understand that they made a joke about you previously where they asked if you had a ukulele and if you sang in a high-pitched voice.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't remember that whatsoever.
I was listening when I was gearing up, trying to figure out, because when you go into a match, you got to watch tape first. You got to know what you're getting into.
Oh, so you're trying to be a professional here on the postmortem.
If I am anything, I'm a fucking professional.
I don't know, maybe like a hitman, if that's what you mean by professional. But
so
you're like Bret Hart. You're more like the shit man. Put an S in front of Hitman. That's what I think of Bret Hart.
It's because I am the shit. But I did pay attention, and I saw that you previously asked if Tim played a ukulele and if he had a high-pitched voice. And the only thing I got to say to that is, Tim, do you have a ukulele? Do you have a high-pitched voice? Because I need ring entrance music. And I think nothing would be more fucking manly and macho than coming out to fucking tiptoe through the tulips.
That's not Italian whatsoever. You have to stay within your lane, El.
So it has to be like, when the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie. Something like that.
So something like that, but I don't think you need ukuleles or high pitch. I think you need some violins.
Yeah.
Some gunfire.
Yeah.
I think you need some the sound of pizzas grilling in an oven.
That's a beautiful sound.
It is.
That sound makes my anus pucker with joy.
Let's get to our next patron, Mr. Joseph C.
Joe C. Ain't Joe C one of those guys up in Hood Slam?
I think Joe C is the midget from Kid Rock that died. The deformed midget from Kid Rock.
Did I punt him? Was I responsible for that? Did I break his pelvis with my mighty
If
Italian
so, let's
foot?
come out. I'm going to high five you now, El Realita.
Yeah!
That's the first ever.
Killing midgets.
Just because they're associated with Kid Rock.
He has hepatitis. and every time I think about that, it makes me laugh.
Keep it rolling to our next list. Oh wait, no, that's Limp Bizkit. What's Kid Rock? What's a Kid Rock song?
Kid Rock is like, I'm a
something
fucking,
like that.
He's like the bar with the bar, the bang, the bang. You know what? I would fucking rap battle Kid Rock, and I would fucking beat him. Because I've got a hip hop album that I've been working on for like the last 10 years.
So you gotta sample some Werewolves of London and some other, like, why don't you sample like a Boston and a Foghat song?
Oh, I'll sample some fucking some fucking Boston and some fucking Foghat and some fucking I can't fight this feeling, and then REO fucking Speedwagon, because that's some badass shit right there with fucking keyboards and a fucking big guitar solo, and I'll rap over it like fuck you motherfucking fuck, you motherfucking fuck you. Good, that's like all I got.
Why don't you shut your mouth and just REO Speedwagon your ass onto the next patron, Miss Valerie T.
She's a nice lady. I like her. I'm fond of her.
You gotta respect her.
She does
Respect
good things.
mother.
You gotta
Don't
respect.
disrespect
Yeah, unless I want to sleep with the fishes, and this aquarium in here fucking stinks.
It does.
I don't
that's
want to.
for sure.
I don't want to sleep with any of these fishes.
Our fucking producer sucks.
Fuck. Can I beat him up later?
Yeah. Why don't you fucking break his kneecaps?
I will. I'll fucking give him the Italian super kick right to the kneecaps.
The Italian super kick. And our last patron, The Hero Within clothing line.
Yes, clothing line on Facebook. Go check their shit out. It's awesome. Go support your fucking local supporter of LGBT rights, because if you don't support LGBT rights, then fuck you, you fucking fuck. That's what I have to say about that.
So, El Ray Liotta, who is your hero?
My hero, I think my hero is Enrique Iglesias.
All right, well, we're done here.
I can be your hero, baby. I can stay by you forever. He's a fucking beautiful man. He has a big mole on his face, and I don't even care. I would caress it with my tongue.
I'm not a fan of the moles or the skin tags.
Yeah.
If you read The Decision,
I did read The Decision because I wanted to understand who I was coming and working with, and that was some sick shit. I mean, I've seen some sick shit in fucking Tijuana, and on the fucking streets of fucking New Jersey, I've seen some sick shit. I saw a bum fucking shoot diarrhea out of his ass in a fucking straight up arc into the air, into a fucking champagne glass, and then he drank that shit for fucking $10.
Well, so we're done with the show. Thank you, patrons. And I'm going to collaborate with one El Ray Liotta on the next Decision, Part 2. The return of Mr. Prudent.
Oh, shit. He's coming back.
He's coming back.
He's a fucking freaky little fucking
Indonesian
fuck or whatever he is.
I wish we could just hear, just a tab of Mr. Prudent. Wait, my phone's ringing.
Oh, is he calling?
He's calling.
Oh shit!
Right now.
You better answer that.
Ring, ring, ring. Hello.
Oh, that was a very realistic sound effect there. Hello, this is Mr. Prudent.
And if it smells like fish,
throw the fucker back.
No, Mr. Prudent. Fuck you, Ray Liotta.
Oh, sorry, I cut him off. Throw the fucker back.
That's much better.
But throw the fucker back.
God damn it.
Fucking fish.